What's going on, guys? It's Actors XD here, and I have some exciting news. We've just got a post on the DevBlog forums about the monthly November patch coming on Friday in my local time. So that's going to be Thursday for you Americans, I think. I'm doing like maths in my head. Everything's maths to me, all right? It's going to take 4 hours. Pretty standard. It's what we usually get, right? Bang! Wrong! Huge update. Very exciting times. There are a lot of patch notes here to get through. Basically, all the stuff in the PTR, it seems like it's coming over on Thursday, Friday. I'll leave links to both of these posts down below, but let's quickly go through and hit the main points for your information. The number one main point is the Void Gauntlet is coming to the game, the live game. Very exciting. There's heaps of videos on the net about what the Void Gauntlet does. Even I have a boring one, so I'm not going to go through that, but the new weapon is coming to the game very shortly. As well, we are getting the Varangians. Varangian? We're getting those Varangian guys who are the new enemies that are in the 0 to 20 sort of level area zone place, I think. That's exciting. Some additional changes to visuals, that kind of thing, and then some more of the exciting or interesting patch notes. People that have been on the PTR will know that you get a 10% run speed move bonus when you're running on roads, which is very exciting. 10% speed. I'm saving time by combining words. 10% speed doesn't sound like a huge amount, but it does make a difference. It's also, like you can see, it says it's cancelled if a player engages in combat in any way, such as dodging or blocking. So it's kind of a way that we can not have to do the annoying dodge, roll, unsheath, animation cancel thing all the time when we're trying to get somewhere. You just sit in a road and bang it off. This is a big one. Added a 10% luck bonus and 30% gathering luck bonus to players flagged for PvP. Why would you not flag for PvP now? I don't know. You answer that. I can't answer that. But that's a massive incentive to be flagged for PvP. We've got some bug fixes, certain things which you can have a look at yourself there. I don't want to take up your valuable time. We've got the new PvP faction missions. I've been banging on about these for a couple of days now in my last 2 videos, but I would suggest if you want to farm some faction tokens, you do it now. Not right now. No, wait. Stay here. You gotta like and subscribe first and watch the rest of the video, then go farm tokens. What else have we got here? Updates to the main storyline to improve player experience. I've just had a bit of a look in the notable bug fixes section here, and I can't see it, but I know that the Well Guardian, which is like one of the last quests on the storyline, has been significantly nerfed on the PTR. Health from 21 million down to 1 million, level down from 60 to 55, I think. So that's going to make that a lot easier. I don't know if that's coming over now because it doesn't say here, but maybe as we go down, we will find more. Exciting times. One of these notable bug fixes for the world tech is that PvP experience bonus will no longer apply when in an expedition. We're getting down onto some changes in relation to combat and AI, as indicated by this large banner that says combat and AI, and you will notice here that the bug that allowed well fed, the buff when you eat food, to stack has now been gone, which has now been removed, I should say, which is exciting. So no more sneaky eating several different types of food to be regenerating more health than one should be able to. There's some interesting changes in terms of gear perks that I personally haven't heard anything about, but you'll see this first one is that leeching is getting a significant boost, somewhere in the range of maybe 5 to 10 times more powerful than it was in the past. Similar thing, we're seeing a smaller buff to freedom, vigor, and invigorate debuff reduction perks. Bit meh. There are a number of other changes in terms of gear perks down here, but I'll leave those for you guys to read at your own leisure. There's nothing too major that we need to be getting too excited about. They've made some small changes in terms of equipment load. The bonus healing you get from wearing light armor has gone from 20 to 30%, and from medium armor has gone from 10 to 15%. Hopefully a bit more incentive to see our healers in light. I feel like Amazon's done a bit of a Actus XD here and made up their own word with traversal. It's on the same tier as equivalate, but anyway, jumping and traversal are now disabled when navigation is disabled. I don't really know what that means. I just wanted to say traversal, and I'm going to do it one more time, traversal. All of these navigation updates under fixed various animation bugs Nothing major in there that I can see. There's kind of those little changes or improvements that will make how the game plays feel better, but there's nothing, groundbreaking. There's, from what I can read in that list, there's nothing there that's saying that we're going to see an end to animation cancelling. I do some really strange stuff with my hands while I'm doing these videos, and you guys only see like 10% of it. Maybe I'll sit back here, give you the full demonstration. In terms of the attribute threshold bonus, you might think that we were going to see some more dot points in there about things they were changing, specifically around the 250 strength perk that was causing all sorts of weird things to go on, but basically there's nothing too exciting there. The 250 constitution bonus now is a 60% damage reduction down from an 80% damage reduction. Couple of other little things. This one's kind of interesting, or it might be, depending on how it plays out. Fixed inconsistent cancel timings between dodges of different weapon types. Whether that means that's going to change animation cancelling, blocking, that kind of thing in any particular... I've got to stop. In any particular weapons, or it's just going to sort of level out the playing field. We will have to wait and find out. No major changes for wars, just a couple of small little updates. Structures are being immune to buffs and debuffs that logically wouldn't affect them. I don't know what specifically, they don't say. And some not being able to damage through gates. Would have hoped to have seen another slight improvement to performance in war, but we don't have it, so we wait. Battlebread's getting a slight nerf, not a slight nerf, a big nerf, down from 15% damage and defense to 5% damage and defense. And then there's a huge amount of weapon changes. I can't go through them all here. I think it's been covered relatively in depth by other people in other videos. There's stuff on Reddit about it. I'm not going to go through each individual one, but all of that stuff that we have seen discussed in those posts on those videos is going to be coming into live, which should hopefully, it's going to kill Fire Staff and Ice Gauntlet for me, I think, which is my main weapons, but c'est la vie. Bow's getting some relatively tone-deaf buffs. And I guess we'll have to see how everything else plays out and what changes in terms of the meta with the weapons. Moving on down to AI, we've got the new enemies that we spoke about when the PTR was announced, including the... Where is it? I want to say the pirate alligator. But certainly getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and by these updates to give a bit more mob variety is... an exciting thing to see. I think that's one of the big problems in the game, is there's about 3 different kinds of mobs to kill for the entire length of the damn thing. A lot of bug fixes and sort of general changes to expeditions. Nothing too major, just fixing issues and making things behave more consistently. All right, that was sort of a bit of the boring section there, I know, I apologise, but into some more exciting changes as we continue to scroll down this inexhaustible list of changes, which is, in itself, regardless of what the changes are, just the fact that Amazon has got all of this here ready to go so quickly in response to player feedback and concerns is really encouraging for the long-term health of the game. It's not even live yet. I'm not going to be too... generous with my praise, but I'm just very happy that they're so quick to react. You'll see that the faction change cooldown has been halved. 120 is what it was, 60 is what it now is. Quick maths. Repair kit weight has been like 20 times less, I think. So that makes them, along with the change in terms of not needing to use coins to use them, makes them a lot more viable, which is good news for people who are at 2,000 repair parts and spending a redonkulous amount of gold repairing their gear. Other exciting things that we have known, but let's cover them quickly, is that all trading posts are now linked and your taxes are going to be determined on what city you're in, and where you list something is where it'll come back to you if your order expires because you price yourself out of the market, you doofus. Reduced durability lost from PvP deaths by 10%. I was expecting to see that number to be a bit higher rather than just 10%. But in any event... it's a slightly better thing, and people are going to be flagged anyway, so we're just going to have to eat the cost, and hopefully with the repair kit changes, sort of equivalates a little bit more. We shall see. Housing taxes are now due every 7 days instead of every 5. That is an excellent change, and Amazon, if you're watching this, I would like it calculated back pro rata and you to gift me back some of my money, please, and thank you. I'm very poor. This is generated a lot of ire, or at least a lot of discussion in the community, increased the XP requirements for progressing crafting trade skills. Basically, what this paragraph is saying is that when you unlock the next tier, so if you go from iron to steel, X or whatever, tools, whatever it is, then you're now strongly more encouraged to be creating, crafting the higher tier rather than the lower tier. It's going to make crafting a bit harder, a lot harder, a medium amount harder. Potions are a bit easier to craft now. I don't understand what this is saying, but basically it's easier to get rare resources from gathering nodes. Not something that they have changed, but there was a bug that was in existence about multiplying numbers or something, and it went to like nearly zero. They've fixed that, so now you have a better chance of getting the rare items from your gathering nodes. There's a new set of weapons that's coming into the game, capable of being legendary if they roll gear score 600. Exciting? Interesting? If you want to be leveling your skinning, then this one's going to be a bit of a change for you. Boars and alligators were giving too much skinning XP. They do not do that anymore. This is something that I've noticed. I don't know how big a buff it is, but I'm going to talk about it because I've come against it, that when you accidentally quick tap left mouse button, it can automatically reel your fishing line in unless you left click again. I don't know whether it's once or repeatedly. They've fixed that. It used to confuse me whether that was intended or not. Twasn't. Evidence. Proof in the pudding. Fix an issue that was causing small and large star metal and orichalcum veins to give the opposite amount of ore when mined. I feel like I've said that in one of my previous patch note videos, that they've fixed that issue, but now they've fixed that fixed issue. The issue's been fixed. The issue that was fixed's been fixed. Added a confirmation prompt when attempting to take all from the storage shed to avoid annoying accidental misclicks. They were annoying and they were always accidental. So it's good to have that clarification. There we go. That's the main bulk of the exciting changes, the really massive ones. I've sort of done it nice and quickly, it's taken me forever, but I've gone through just the major ones so that you guys can get the information that you need. If you want to have a good read of the news post, then I'll link it in the description down below. Leave a comment and let me know what you're most excited for, and if you were a Firestaff Ice Gauntlet user, what are you going to be playing now? Let me know. Thanks very much, guys. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will love you in return. I already do, but so be it. And remember,